Hello folks, the Y Guy here again. Welcome to my home on this very beautiful spring day. The name of this video is called The Y Guy Asks If God is at Peace. Does God have peace in his heart? Now you know the context I'm referring. I'm not talking about an organ. God isn't flesh and blood like man. Has God rested in the accomplishments of his Christ? You know, it says he rested after the creation, in the creation story, and said that it is good. So, is it an unusual question to ask? Has God rested in the accomplishments of Christ, of what Jesus did? Is God at peace with humanity? You know, at the very deepest level, Christendom needs to answer these questions. And I challenge you to answer these questions. You know, since I'm a professional opinionist, you know, I'm going to fulfill my job description here by answering these questions from my previous Christian perspective. Not for where I'm at right now, but from my previous perspective. And the answer to is God at peace with humanity and is he resting in the accomplishments of Christ? I will have to say no. And the reason why is because it is written that God is love. And it's further written that love trusts. You can read that account in 1 Corinthians. I'm going to quote all of 1 Corinthians chapter 13, the love chapter. And you'll understand here by the end of this video. Now, here's a problem. Who can love and trust a God that is not love? Yeah, but why, Guy? You just got in saying God is love. Oh yeah, well, 1 John says that. But the God of Christianity cannot be love. Because he doesn't fit into the very definition of love that Christians and the Bible claim is true. He doesn't fit in that. And I'll prove it. Listen up, because love is patient. And his patience ran out with those destined for hell, did it not? How could it be any other way? Love is kind. Hell is an act of kindness? Really? Need I say any more about that? You know, love doesn't dishonor others, yet God has given up on the majority of mankind. You know, it's just simply thrown away and disregarded as something less than worthless for all eternity. This is anything but honoring others, folks. You know, love doesn't keep record of wrong, even though hell is an eternal record of wrong. Something just isn't adding up here. Hope you're catching this. Love hopes, but it's hopeless for those in hell, is it not? Is this sinking in? You know, in the vein of my sarcastic humor and oxymoron as well, love always perseveres and protects those in hell, right? Oh yeah, they're being protected real well. Love never fails, which means God never fails, but hell is an eternal reminder of how love and God have failed. You know, the God of Christianity could not possibly have peace in his heart due to the countless souls that he supposedly loves who are suffering right now in eternal conscious torment. Would you have peace about your loved one suffering like that? Would you, Christian? Now, in closing this video, now it's time for a taste of reality. Yes, God does have peace in his heart. He certainly does. Because I'll put it this way, has God rested in the accomplishments of his Christ? It is finished, yes. It wouldn't be a completed, finished work of Christ if it was dependent upon the whims and the will of mankind. Now, would it? I mean, think about it. Common sense. Because the whims and the wills of man are so flaky, there would be nothing accomplished. Is God at peace with humanity? I'll answer with a question. How can he not be at peace considering the finished accomplishments of Christ? As well as how his love doesn't keep record of wrong. So yes, he's at peace now with humanity. I believe he always was. Before the foundations of the earth was laid, he was at peace with humanity. Hope you're catching where that reference is. Anyway, I wrote a book about this stuff in defense of God's love. I'm going to leave a link for this book on my Amazon link on this comment section. Consider it. Yes, I just shared what love was out of 1 Corinthians chapter 13. And I just shared the opposite of it at the same time, that it doesn't add up. Of love and God, and the definition of love and the definition of God doesn't add up with doctrines of men. It doesn't add up with the doctrine, especially that one doctrine of men, the doctrine of hell. It doesn't make sense. And I'm asking you to question that. To question it. I wrote about the origins of hell and the belief in it and how it made its way into the Bible. Bibles, plural. Anyway, consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. If you're going to leave a comment that's not in agreement, that's fine. I encourage that, because it'll cause a discussion. Discussion is good, but you gotta be polite, all right? Or else I'll delete it. Look me up on Facebook under the name of John Anthony Jones. It's an avatar name. It's an open public timeline, so you don't even have to become my friend to check up on me. However, I do have a private group called the Y Guy Group. All right? Consider looking me up there and seeing. Anyway, I hope this made sense, and thank you for viewing.